It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
We welcome you to Alden Field here in Bridgeton, New Jersey for the Bridgeton Invitational. Tonight, we got a matchup between the South Jersey, or the Ayden's Angels, as well as the South Jersey Bananas. But first, some festivities. The Philly Fanatic will be here at the field, arriving in just a few short minutes, followed by a first pitch and the national anthem. Some pretty exciting baseball just ahead, but first, don't go anywhere. Here on Quinn Broadcasting, we'll have all of the celebrations for you, and then a game to follow.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat their health like a game. With complete care,
it's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Batting fourth, number 21, catcher Justin Jimenez. Batting fifth, number 3, first baseman Magic Mears. Batting sixth, number 44, designated hitter Angel Sanchez. Batting seventh, number 2, second baseman O.J. Flores. Batting eighth, number 13, left fielder Henry Cologne. And batting ninth, number 25, right fielder Elijah Phoebus. Doing the pitching for Ayden's Angels is Makai Sanchez. And now the starting lineup for the South Jersey Bananas. Leading off, number 3, center fielder Austin Rigobuto. Batting second, number 10, shortstop Keith Tapper. Batting third, number 1, catcher Zach Fisher. Batting fourth, number 31, first baseman Matt Yannick. Batting fifth, number 15, left fielder Co Nolan. Batting sixth, number 21, right fielder Brett Phillips. Batting seventh, number 22, third baseman Dan Wilson. Batting eighth, number 8, designated hitter Dylan O'Neill. And batting ninth, number 7, second baseman Dylan Tassi. Doing the pitching for the Bananas, number 46, Mark Wick. We'd like to turn your attention to the field for our ceremonial first pitches this evening. Throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitches, a member of the Century Savings Bank Board, Mr. Paul Ritter. And a member of the Bridgeton Rotary Club, Mr. John Hitchner III.
It's down at the, it's either on the other side or it's down at the table. Yeah, that'll do it. Heard. What'd you say? All right, can you cut the center field? Okay, take your time.
Two perfect strikes to start our evening here at Alden Field as our guest is crossing the foul line right now. But before we get underway tonight, you are invited to join Miss Alexandra Brodzik as she performs our national anthem.
I'm moving around. Yeah, could have been the rain. I'm trying to find the flag. There it is. Can't see a thing. Trying to find the flag. There it is. Heard.
To close our pregame ceremonies this evening, we would like to take a moment of silence in memory of Ryan Carney, one of our beloved staff members who tragically lost his life within the last year. Ryan served as one of our parking attendants for as long as we can remember. And we want to do right by him and the life and legacy that he's left.
Can you cut the 3, Ryan?
I didn't want to walk in there. Put your stuff in. I go put his pants on too now. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. He just walked out.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Alden field pregame festivities concluding. And we are ready to begin. CJ Staniak alongside Parker Swift. And Parker, how we feeling out there? Staying dry? I know the clouds are starting to part. How we doing?
Yeah, it's starting to look really nice out here. I don't see any rain clouds in sight. I'm excited for a good day of baseball.
And so it will be the Ayden Angels batting first, the home team, the South Jersey Bananas. And on the mound for the Bananas, Mark Wick. As the first pitch outside, and we are underway.
6:36 p.m.
Don Manzoni will be leading it off for the Angels. The shortstop in the left-handed batter's box. And he takes a strike.
Ayden's Angels, please call the press box. Thank you.
This game dictating who will go to the championship tomorrow and then potentially Sunday if needed, as that one hit over to third base, handled by Dan Wilson. His throw across the diamond in time. And there's our first out of the ball game.
Now batting for
the Angels, after
number
Manzoni,
5,
it goes Alexi
center
Colon,
fielder,
Garrett
Alexi
Musey,
Colon.
Justin Jimenez, Magic Mears, Angel Sanchez, OJ Flores, Henry Colon, and Elijah Phoebus will round out the starting order. As now Alexi Colon digs in. First pitch popped. Shallow center field. Dylan Tassi backing out there. The second baseman, he makes the catch. And there are two gone in the first.
2 easy outs there for the Bananas. You can't ask for a better
Now
start. Just getting the fielders warmed up, ready,
22, third baseman,
and hopefully get out of this inning without many pitches.
So now two gone. And it's Garrett Musey starting at third base for the Angels. The first pitch from Wick goes off speed and drops it in for a strike. Wick's windup not too long in between pitches. That's at the letters. And the Bananas one strike away from a clean top of the first.
He's not very happy with that pitch going down 0-2, looking at the ump already early in the game. Asking where that was.
No balls and 2 strikes. Curveball once again popped. Will it stay in play? Zach Fisher right at the plate. He collides with Wick, but he hangs on. And the inning is over. It seems as though everyone okay. And the Bananas retire the Angels in order.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Now for the bottom half of the first inning, back here at Alden Field on Quinn Broadcasting. And the Bananas will now bat. On the mound for the Angels, Makai Sanchez, the left-hander, will be making the start for the Bananas after the clean top half of the first. They will bat. And for their lineup, Austin Regalbudo, the leadoff hitter, followed by Keith Tappert, Zach Fisher, Matt Yannick, Co Nolan, Brett Phillips, Dan Wilson, Dylan O'Neill, and Dylan Tassi.
It's important to get on the board early here, especially since we have time games, 7-inning games. You don't want to have to get into the gritty nitty, looking at time and minutes, making sure, am I going to have enough time to get back up bat, get another, half inning to hit. So the earlier you can get on base, the better.
Yes, 7 innings, and as you mentioned, on a timer. So this game going to need to be handled quickly and effectively. More at-bats, the better. For the Angels defensively, it's going to be Magic Mears at first, OJ Flores at second, Garrett Musey at third. Don Menzoni is going to be the shortstop. From left to right in the outfield, Henry Colon, Alexi Colon, and Elijah Phoebus. And then doing the catching behind the plate, Justin Jimenez.
Leading off for the South Jersey Bananas, number 3, center fielder Austin Rigobuto.
And did you say the first baseman's name was Magic Mears?
I did indeed say that.
Wow, that's just...
Actually, not the first time that name has come up here on Quinn Broadcasting, as semi-pro football also held Magic Mears. He's a multi-sport athlete as the first pitch grounded right back to the mound. Sanchez spins, throws, it's in time. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 10, shortstop Keith Tappert.
So now Keith Tappert. The shortstop for the Bananas. Enters here. Is that pitch down low?
We also have a pitch clock here today at Alden Field.
Yeah, not quite as strict as a pitch clock in the major leagues. We get 20 seconds in between pitches with nobody on base here. We'll see if that changes when we have a runner on. Yet to have that so far in this game. All 4 hitters have been retired. But now 3-0 to Tappert.
Doesn't seem like either of these pitchers are going to use all 20 seconds. Both really quick to the mound.
Yeah, 12 seconds here on this pitch as it's popped. A 3-0 pitch. Will it stay in play? Mears to the fence. It makes its way out. By the way, Parker Swift also giving us some terrific camera work today as well. I mentioned multi-sport. How about multi-positional in the broadcast realm?
Just got to fill in wherever you can. happy to do it.
3-1 is down. So the first base runner of the day, Keith Tappert, works a walk, and he is aboard with 1 out here in the first.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 1, catcher Zach Fisher.
Early walk for Sanchez. Try to bounce back. Zach Fisher, the Bananas backstop, takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, and quickly 0-2 to the number 3 hitter. By the way, Alden Field not overwhelmingly deep. 320 in each corner and 350 in dead center. 335 out in the gaps as there goes the runner. Pitches a ball, the throw, not in time. Tappert in behind the tag. He swipes second base. Actually looks like they will call it strike 3 on Fisher, so they get the strikeout there. And now a runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Now batting for the Bananas.
Not a bad throw at all.
First baseman.
Another half second or
Yannick.
so, he would be out.
Yeah, that's a quick pop to second base. Justin Jimenez. He's got a big arm back there. Tappert leads off second. First pitch on the way is lined through the middle by Matt Yannick. They're going to give Tappert the wave, but he drops to a knee and heads back to third base. The throw was up the line. May have had him.
Yeah, he ended up putting the ball probably right in line where the hitter would be, or excuse me, where the runner would be. Not very conventional, but I think he would have got the out there.
Good throw from Alexi Colon in center field.
Co Nolan.
So Co Nolan, he's got runners on the corners for him as the Bananas try to get the scoring started.
You're not looking for a home run pitch here, just anything, get out. Just bloop it right into the infield, get an early run.
Sanchez attacks, and a fastball taken for strike 1. Yannick leads off first. Tappert off third. That pitch in the dirt. Right at the feet of Jimenez. He smothers it.
He was almost staring the first base runner to go to second, just letting the ball sit there on the ground.
Yannick not wanting to push the boundaries. That run on third, far more important, and not wanting to run yourself into an out. That one grounded foul, now 1-2. Wind blowing out toward right field.
Can't be looking at a strike here. Got to make sure you swing, make contact.
1-2 is in the dirt. Once again, Jimenez blocks it.
Testing the catcher early. Safe hands so far back there.
Yeah, a couple of solid blocks. Backstop here. Yet to see the impact that it has, how far it bounces, if it drops right at the back of the fence. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Nolan down on strikes. And Sanchez fired up as he comes off the mound. Got into some traffic, but that's the end of the first inning. Still scoreless here on Quinn Broadcasting.
The runs on.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Back here, top half of the second inning. Still no score. Nothing between the Ayden Angels and South Jersey Bananas. As I mentioned here, the Bridgeton Invitational. Thanks so much for being with us on Quinn Broadcasting. Well, Mark Wick
number 21.
on for a second inning of work.
Justin Jimenez.
Parker, a lot of weak contact there in the first inning.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick inning too, so you got to be happy going into the second. Build up a little bit of encouragement and see where we go from here.
Getting off is Justin Jimenez. As he pops the first pitch straight back and out of play.
Please return all foul balls to our post down the third base side. Thank you.
Yeah, the camera goes haywire. That means the ball's coming right at me. Let me just say that.
You've got a big fence protecting you from that.
It would be hard, but never impossible.
Some type of malfunction would be the only way. Or a ball that gets hit straight up and makes it over the fence, but doesn't go very far. I suppose it is possible.
Let's hope not.
You've almost got me rooting for it. One ball, one strike. Ball, but never broke. A lot of off speed from Wick. Through his first inning of work, and now here to the first hitter in the second.
You got to make sure that you're, put it somewhere at least there's a chance for the hitter to swing. If it's a thrown pitch, it's no purpose.
No one catches the outside part of the plate. May have been up as well, but called a strike.
I heard a few oohs out here in the crowd. I kind of agreed, but
you've got to give us the breakdown of what you're hearing, what the consensus is around you.
Pitcher strike.
I'm up here in the press box. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Jimenez down on strikes. Mark Wick. A strikeout to begin the second.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels.
One away.
Number 3, first baseman Magic Mears.
Nice job to work back in that count too. He didn't throw a lot of quality pitches. Thought he was going to be working a walk, but was able to get back in there and get the strikeout.
So now your guy, Parker Swift, Magic Mears, digging in. The first pitch off the end of the bat into foul ground. Moving over is Wilson. He's got it.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels, number 44, designated hitter Angel Sanchez.
You know what they say about magicians. They never tell anybody their secrets. So maybe he's waiting to bring out the magic later on in the game.
We'll have to wait as the first pitch is fouled away. See if he can pull the rabbit out of the hat.
I like that.
Now with 2 outs, Angel Sanchez, the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Quick 0-2 count.
Mark Wick has the chance to breeze through his first 6 outs. Was able to finish him off.
And if I'm correct, we didn't see any college stats from Mark Wick, correct?
Not from the preliminary research. I did not find any such stats, but
lights out today. So far.
So far has been impressive. 0-2, that's way outside. That one popped again. Dan Wilson, he's going to be called off by Manzoni. 6 up, 6 down. Mark Wick off the mound. An impressive first couple of innings for him. We're still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second.
We'd like to thank our friends.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways. In all kinds of places.
It's like 8 times.
And through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
2 in Bridgeton. Kai Sanchez back to work. Out on the bump. The Bananas can try to give Markwick a little bit of run support here. Those first 2 innings, very, very easy. The Bananas threatened there in the first, but no dice.
Yeah, and getting first and third with 2 outs, can't be upset about that. Knowing that you can, generate runners on bases, it'll all come.
Brett Phillips.
Especially when their pitcher's looking untouchable. You got to feel good at the plate. Want to give them that run support.
All right, so the warm-up's complete, and now bottom 2 as Brett Phillips digs in. And is that LA Angels legend Brett Phillips, do we think, Parker?
I thought about that when you were calling out his name, but that would be a far drive, among other things.
Well, don't worry. I don't think unless he's still in the minor league system. Not still up in the majors. Brett Phillips, the right fielder for the Bananas. 2-0 to him. Sanchez throws down in the dirt.
I would like to say this food line is very long.
I have to say that I smell it from up here, so must be worth it.
I mean, 1/5 of the total attendance is in this food line right now. Must be good. Quick walk.
Yeah, that's 4 pitches. And Brett Phillips, the leadoff runner aboard.
Now batting for the Bananas.
None of those were really quality either. Didn't seem like he worked too hard there at the plate.
Dan Wilson.
Sanchez going to have to reel it back in. He's got the third baseman, Dan Wilson, to the plate.
If I'm Wilson, I'm just waiting for him to throw a strike, not even going to try to force anything. Yep,
and he takes it right down the chute. Maybe the best pitch he'll get all at bat, but still in that situation, going to feel inclined to take.
Yeah, got to.
Off the end of the bat, and now 0-2.
Please return all foul balls to our post down the third
wood
base
bat
side.
tournament,
Thank you.
by the way. All wood bats being used. We'll see if we get any firewood tonight.
Whew.
Stays alive.
All right, I'm ready. I know what I'm looking for now.
We'll see how Sanchez holds runner on. He is quick to the plate, and he drops it in for strike 3. So a 4-pitch walk, but answers back and strikes out Wilson on 4 pitches.
Now batting for
that
the
all-speed
Bananas,
froze
number
him.
8, designated hitter Dylan O'Neill.
Gotta wonder, maybe he's looking fastball. That just dropped right in.
Top of the zone, an awkward pitch, but it works out. The first out of the inning, Dylan O'Neill will take in the dirt, the designated hitter. Number 8 spot in the order. Phillips, a sizable lead at first base, doesn't go. Doesn't seem like Sanchez paying too much mind to Phillips, though, over at first. Hasn't even checked yet.
That is a sizable lead, I agree.
Especially for a left-hander. A lot of times you'll see a lead about the half size of that. Is that one in the dirt? And they will check back on Phillips, and ball leaks into right field. He's going to take off for second base. And they'll be there standing up. Mears tried to dig it out, but the throw in the dirt ends up in right field, and they give Phillips the extra base after all.
He was pawing him to throw it. He wanted him to. He probably would have been out at first. He kind of froze in between, and he got lucky and made it to second. So just when we were talking about the runner, he advances to second, gets in scoring position.
Outside corner. That was on 3-0. Sanchez is 3-1. Going out toward left center field. That ball is well struck. Colon is back. He's looking up. It's gone. And it's a 2-run shot. Dylan O'Neill has put the Bananas on the board.
That's a Wimco home run ball off the bat of Bananas designated hitter Dylan O'Neill. Stay tuned in between innings. The winning ticket number receives a sandwich and a drink of their choice.
Off the bat there, I wasn't sure that we were going to see much, and then that ball just kept going and going and
Now
going. And the center fielder eventually even just turned around.
Dylan Tassie.
Got into the 3-1 count. Sanchez having to throw something over the plate, and O'Neal making him pay. 2-0 Bananas here in the second as a bunt dropped down by Dylan Tassie. It's going to be a foul ball. Oh, following that up. You get the home run, the first run to the game, and then he tried to drop down, bunt for a hit.
Try to catch him off guard there. I liked it. You know what the catcher was doing? He was blowing that ball foul.
Got on it quickly once they realized it was headed toward foul territory. Don't want it to hit a rock or a pebble and end up fair. Although I don't anticipate that being the case. This field very well taken care of. That's the pitch in for a strike 0-2.
Yeah, they were here before us, getting this field in great condition for this game today.
Tassie stays alive on a tough fastball.
I didn't think he was going to get to that one at all.
Yeah, way off the plate. Able to throw the hands and spoil it. A lot of Phillies gear here in the crowd today after the Philly Fanatic has a swing and a miss from Tassie. Second out of the inning. Nice response from Sanchez.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 3, center fielder Austin Regal Buteau.
We've seen both pitchers today have strikeout material and be able to make work of these batters with ease, but just depends on who's going to be more consistent throughout the game.
For the Bananas, the party starts at the bottom half of the order with O'Neal in the 8-hole going yard. Now back to the top with Rego Budo. Rounded back to Sanchez in his first at bat. 2-1.
Two in the dirt there. They're going to think he's going to get something to hit.
Getting behind in counts is what led to the early runs here. Not a recipe for success, and it's now 3-1.
Are you sending fastball here, CJ?
I would think it's going to have to be some sort of fastball, and it is. And catch the outside corner. Rego Budo thought he had ball 4.
So did everybody else here, including me.
But the count runs full. Sanchez delivery, off speed, it's popped. Shallow left field, making the play. And end of the inning, Manzoni, nice work.
2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error.
So a nice defensive play caps off the end of the second inning. As you see Manzoni just getting out to shallow left. A lot of range there. But as we head to the third inning, we have our first score of the day. Bananas lead at 2-0.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
All right, top of the third at Alden Field. 2-0 our score. I mentioned as we went to the bottom of the second, Bananas going to want to give Mark Wick some run support because it looks as though it is shaping up to be quite the outing for him. 6 up and 6 down. Well, they've given him a 2-run lead to work with, Parker.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than that. Like I said, coming up, you know, the encouragement when your pitcher's pitching well, you want to be able to get behind him, rally him, not feel like he has to be fighting the entire time through the at-bat. So now he might be a little bit more loose, too, and be able to keep this going for him.
So we'll see if he can build off of what the offense has given him. Throws the first pitch, but inside. O.J. Flores, the second baseman, going to lead off. Lined out to short, and it's over the head of Tappert and into left center field. It's a leadoff single. The Angels have life.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels, number 13, left fielder Henry Cologne.
That'll bring Henry Cologne, the left fielder. He also attacks on the first pitch. Kind of a jam shot out to third base, and Wilson able to handle it. The first out. Man, the Angels so aggressive on the first pitch today.
Yeah, you know, after your boy gets a hit, you know, you want to get up there and keep it rolling, but that wasn't a great pitch to get at, and end up just giving a weak pop-up to the third baseman. Easy play. You can't feel good going down on one pitch.
7, 8, 9 for the Angels here in the third, so Elijah Phoebus will dig in, the number 9 hitter. See if he can turn the lineup back toward the top with some runners on. Flores leads off at first.
As a hitter here, you're thinking, don't ground into a double play. Don't ground into a double play.
Steady shows bunt, gets it down. But Fisher able to throw him out. I mean, that'll work as a sacrifice. It was a late show from Phoebus, but now a man slides to scoring position with 2 outs.
Number 4.
And you're happy with that, too, because you have top of the lineup up.
Manzoni.
Yep, Manzoni. Going to come back to the plate here with a chance to drive a runner home. 0 for 1. And he takes a strike.
See a little Odubel Herrera in that stance?
I'm going to have to take another look. I was not anticipating that question at all.
Look at that front foot. That's out wide.
It is an open stance. Not as much of the leg kick. I think that's what we're missing, as Manzoni unable to hold up.
Quick work so far.
Yep. Wick 1 strike away from a clean 3 innings. Manzoni going to try to stay alive. Get 1 back on the board for the Angels. The 0-2. And he gets a hold of 1 out toward right center field. That ball is down. It's off the base of the fence. Scoring is Flores. Manzoni an RBI. Double. The Angels on the board. 2-1.
Just as we said it, we thought he was going to get out easy in this inning. Able to make great contact to the fence and scoring a run. Really important for the Angels.
Number 5. Center
ball just hung up in the zone.
Alexi
Wick, we've seen him time and time again. 2 strikes with a breaking ball. Threw it again. Manzoni makes him pay. And now he replaces Flores over at second base as that ball is hammered but foul off the bat of Alexi Cologne.
Going back to that sacrifice bunt, too. So important to move your runner to scoring position, or else he might not score there.
That's a great point, and while it's kind of a lost art, especially with already 1 out, ends up paying off for the Angels. They've cut the lead in half. Cologne also 0 for 1, but once again a base hit. This time it can tie things. One ball and 1 strike. Wick way inside. Fisher able to stay in front of it. Some kind of backhand pick there.
Yeah, it was actually a great play. Both catchers getting tested a lot today, early.
Yeah, we have seen quite a few dirty baseballs, but no advancement from the runners. 2-1. That's low again. Starting to see Wick lose that command a bit.
Second time through as well.
He's got another 3-1 count. The pitch is grounded foul. Cologne out in front.
We've seen a quite wide strike zone today, so if you're the hitter coming up to this plate, you know you're going to have to swing at pretty much everything you see, as long as it's not in the dirt.
Wick's payoff pitch went with the breaking ball again, and Cologne is ready for it. Just can't keep it fair.
Pretty much identical spot for both of those.
Yeah, on the inner half. When you go to the off-speed, hitter already going to be out in front. See if he goes there again or if he tries the fastball. Another 3-2. Pop.
Oh, that's me.
Straight back. It's going to stay in play, but Fisher can't make the catch. Cologne's got another life.
Everyone here was moving out of the way. So was I. Just kind of ended up hanging up there a long time for the catcher to think about it.
It didn't end up moving at all.
No.
It stayed right at the plate.
Almost thought too long about it.
The marathon at bat continues. See if Fisher's mistake ends up helping out the Angels. Off the end of the bat. It's going to be in foul ground. Wilson, long way to go. He makes the catch. An impressive play from Dan Wilson at third base. And that'll keep the runner stranded at second base. The inning over. Angels back on the board, though. 2-1 game. So we go to the bottom of the third.
We'd like to thank
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
Bottom of the third. And Makai Sanchez back to work. It is a 2-1 game now. Felt like the first couple of innings, maybe a little bit of a feeling out phase, but now as we kind of turn the lineups over, this game continues. I expect the scoring to pick up.
Yeah, and both of these teams play in different leagues as well, so they've never seen each other. So, you know, that is a sense of trying to figure each other out. How good are they really? How good's the pitching? And you got to wonder how far these starters are going to go as well. Are they going to try to take it all the way, or is there going to be people coming in?
shortstop Keith
Barring
Tapper.
no runners, are these pitchers just going to keep going?
Yeah, we'll see how deep they want to get into these games.
Because they also have to play tomorrow as well, if they win.
That's a great point. I don't know how often the pitcher is going to be used if they want these guys to go tomorrow. I mean, going to take a lot of ibuprofen and a lot of ice.
Two balls in the dirt there.
Yeah, Keith Tappert leading off the home half of the third. Takes a strike there.
Don't think he was going to be swinging at anything at that point. Just looking all the way.
Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Dropped it in.
Looking at that swing, swinging out of his shoes, you got to think you're going off speed again.
Rolled over to short. Oh, but mishandled by Manzoni. Made a sure-handed play last inning, but a routine grounder. He boots it.
Yeah, just kind of came up on him
Now
real quick.
Forward to Bananas, number 1, catcher Zach Fisher.
Really the first error we've seen today as well.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty solid defense for the most part. Both of these teams, I mean, the Fisher pop-up behind the plate could be characterized as an error. It ended up being a foul ball, and they gotten out on the next pitch, so didn't
Please
amount to
return all
much.
foul
Now
balls
we'll
to
see
our
how this
post
plays
down
out
third
with
base side. Thank
Tappert
you.
being the leadoff runner safely aboard. Oh, 1 to Fisher. He fouls it away. Well, that one made it through the back fence and toward the seats, got over the bleachers.
That one was coming in a little hot, yeah. Definitely some ball speed today from these hitters.
No balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez swing and a miss by Fisher. He's down on strikes for the second time.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 31, first baseman Matt Yannick.
Matt Yannick. That one hit high in the air. It actually has some carry to it out and right, but Elijah Phoebus able to squeeze it. And there's your second out. Sanchez bouncing back nicely after the error.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 15.
That's what you have to do. You can't think,
Nolan.
well, my fielder should have had that, going into this at bat upset. Just got to clear your slate and look at the batter in front of you and get them out.
So now 2 gone. Ko Nolan. That pitch in the dirt. Tapper thought about taking off, ended up holding up. Another really solid block from Jimenez behind the plate.
He's been working hard today.
Yeah. Not afraid to hit the deck. And has been a brick wall for the first 3 innings.
I hope we don't jinx him.
One off the plate. We'll see if Bananas try to get more runners in motion. We saw Tappert go after he reached safely his first time. He swiped second base, was in ahead of the throw, but barely, as there's a strike there. Now with 2 outs, see if they want to try to get him into scoring position. 2-1. That's a soft grounder over toward third. It's cut off by Musey's throw on the run is in time. And that'll end the frame. Musey moving over there at third base to end the inning. A scoreless half for the Bananas. Makai Sanchez giving his offense another shot to tie things up as we go to the fourth.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Life puts.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
In Bridgeton, and well, it was a rainy day earlier. It's turned out to be pretty nice as the skies have cleared. Shaping up to be a pretty nice sunset as well.
Third baseman Garrett
Terrific work by my color man, Parker Swift. All right, so top of the fourth, 2-1 our score. The Bananas, a 2-run home run in the second inning off the bat of Dylan O'Neill. And then the response from the Angels last inning as that one grounded to short. Tappert's throw. And did it pull Yannick off the bag? No, they'll say he had it. It was a dive into first, but it's going to be the first out.
Doesn't matter how it gets done.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels.
He's able to stay with it and get that out. Really important.
Catcher Justin Jimenez.
As you'll see.
Saves a base runner early.
Musey trying to get down. I mean, the throw pulls Yannick off the bag. Potentially could have been a tag situation. Makes sense for him to get down, but I don't think he expected Yannick to hold on But a nice play for the first out. By the way, Yannick, terrific set of hair over there at first base as well.
Not just the hair,
Yeah,
the
he's got
beard as well.
Duck Dynasty as well. I mean, look at that. Terrific. Blowing in the wind. As that one popped foul. Jimenez back to the dish. That was a 2-0 pitch. Thought he got one to hit, but ends up knocking it out of play. Two one, down and away.
I will say his knees are not nearly as dirty as I thought they'd be, blocking all those pitches.
You know, you got the knee pads. You got the shin guards that extend up above the knees. So
It does get pretty serious now. You're correct.
But there could be some type of debris, fragments, but it does seem pretty clean. He draws ball 4, and he will be aboard with one out.
Angels, number 3, first baseman Magic Mears.
It's Magic Mears now. Mears is 0 for 1. Shows bunt, but takes a strike.
He showed bunt kind of early there, pulled it back, and then went and showed bunt again. Kind of got him ready for what he was about to do.
Mark Wick remains on the mound. Ran into some trouble last inning, but overall a strong performance to this point. He's holding on to a 1-run lead.
Mears now fighting at 0-2 count.
And we've got a balk. So Jimenez will slide to second base. Balk called on Mark Wick. That'll put a runner in scoring position.
Did you see that, CJ? I wasn't
my head
looking.
was down.
Yeah, so was mine.
I will admit. Didn't see exactly, but it was as he was coming set. Mears pops it straight up. In fair territory, it's Wick calling for it. He'll do it himself. Oh, but taking off for third, Jimenez trying to make a heads-up base running play. He's there.
There was nobody there, correct?
All of the Bananas vacated third base as they charged in to catch that pop-up. Wow, what a heads-up play. You see Jimenez, look, he's back to the base, quickly realizes and takes off right away.
Wow.
That's a heads-up play. It puts the tying run 90 feet away.
Designated hitter.
Coming from a balk, too, so he made it to first, to second on a balk, and then second to third on
Also, should be mentioned, he forced an errant throw. If Ko Nolan wasn't there to back that throw up, could have a 2-2 ball game right now.
Are they thinking he didn't touch second?
They're going to check and see if he left on time.
Sorry, correct. My apologies.
It's called safe. I think he went a step early. You can see on the replay, did take off, I mean, right as the catch was made, but I could see a world where it was close. Off the end of the bat and into right center field. The game is tied at 2. Angel Sanchez hustling and bustling to second base. We're not it.
Now batting for Ayden.
And that's how you go the other way with a pitch.
2, second baseman O.J.
Outside
Flores.
part of the plate just flows with it. Great piece of hitting there from Sanchez. We've got a new ball game, Parker.
Yeah, we were saying that. Wasn't working too hard on the mound. All of a sudden, things are changing up for the Angels. They're feeling good going into the fourth with 2 outs as well.
It's been gap to gap for them. It hasn't been a lot of softly hit baseballs. I mean, these balls are going to the fence. First pitch skips away from Fisher. Sanchez doesn't budge.
He was hustling in second base, for sure.
He's got a cool down period here. I'm sure he's hoping that Flores takes a couple of pitches.
Hands on the hip, telltale sign.
1-0. He's out toward right center again. It's going to be a long run. It's Phillips out there. He's got it. A marathon for Brett Phillips, but he ranges to the track and the inning's over. Once again, going the other way, Flores. Solid piece of hitting. Phillips showing it off. Getting out to the fence, and the inning is over. We will go to the bottom of the fourth.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In the heart of the
All right, so bottom of the fourth.
These changes for Ayden's Angels.
We'll have a substitution for the Angels.
Playing left field, batting in the 8th position. Number 23, Angel Nazario.
Will exit for Angel Rosario. How about Angel coming in for the Angels?
Gotta think there's something there, right?
Now batting for the Bananas, number 21, right fielder Brett Phillips.
After making that long play in right field, Brett Phillips up to the plate.
Yep, Phillips digging in. He will lead off the home fourth. He takes in the dirt. And he may still be catching his breath as well. It's a long run and potentially could be a difference in this game.
For sure.
Look back to the final score, no doubt would have brought home the go-ahead run. There's a strike. Sanchez on for his fourth inning of work.
You got to think this is his last one. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to mention, getting back down to that part of the order, he'll see Dylan O'Neill third, who homered off of him back in the second. So be curious to see what adjustments he makes this time around. He's got the lefty-lefty matchup here. Check swing from Phillips. He did not go.
Phillips wasn't really happy that they said he went the last pitch, so definitely holding off on that one.
Strong hands, evens the count 2-2. Another one down in the dirt. Count runs full.
I think that's the first one we've seen squirm away today from the catcher. Luckily, no one on base.
And luckily as well that Phillips didn't swing because he'd be on his way to first. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez off the outside part of the plate. It's ball 4. I mean, that's as close as I've seen a ball today.
I feel like he's called that one a strike before, but, you know, you holding off on that, there's a lot of plate dedication there.
Wilson.
That's how you work a walk.
Phillips is on for the second time. There's a strike to Wilson. Oh, 1, it's in the dirt. Phillips will retreat back to the bag. They tried to throw behind him there in the second inning, ended up in right field, and he took off for second. So see if the Angels continue their commitment to keeping him over at first. That pitch misses. Two, 1. 3-1. Man, that's another close one.
Yep.
But just that edge of the plate not being given by the umpire. That one skips to the backstop. It's ball 4 anyway. Put runners on first and second with nobody out for O'Neill. who drove in the first 2 runs of the game back in the second.
Now batting for
You
the
can't be
Commanders,
more
number
ecstatic
8,
to be in this position right
designated
now for
hitter,
O'Neal.
Dylan O'Neal.
A lot of damage to be done. Looks as though we're starting to get some action going. The Angels bullpen.
And the Angels starting to get warm.
Please return
as they
all foul
pursue
balls
other
to our post
options out on the
base
mound.
side. Thank
First
you.
pitch from O'Neal is hit foul and out of play. I believe it's Dimitri Santiago loosening up. As that one grounded to short, could be 2. The flip to second. They'll throw on to first. It's dug out by Mears. A double play.
Wow.
And the Angels stout defensively. There's a quick 2.
A great dive throw as well. So I'm sure we're going to get a second look.
Yeah, good work from Menzoni. You see the throw to first. How about that pick
Now batting
from
for the
Magic
Bananas,
Mears?
number 7, second
O'Neal
baseman,
not happy.
Dylan Tassi.
Thought maybe Mears was off the bag or didn't hang on to the baseball. I did see the ball hit the dirt during the celebration, so not exactly sure, but the call is out. A runner on third now with 2 outs. It's going to be Dylan Tassi, the 9-hitter.
CJ, the other thing I like about these two teams in this atmosphere, nobody in the dugout at all. Everyone just hanging out.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't get better than that.
You know, just everyone.
You see the Angels on the right side in particular. I mean, everybody's out of the dugout. You could see a screamer go over there and have some issues. 2-0. I don't know if it was on the swing or on the pitch, but called a strike. Sanchez quickly. It's 3-1. Hitters count for Tassi. A base hit. Give the Bananas the lead back. Down low, it's ball 4. So it'll spin back to the top of the order instead with runners on the corners.
Worked a wonderful walk there. Here comes our manager coming out.
It's the 3rd walk of the inning for Sanchez. He rolled the double play to avoid any further disaster, but the inning's still going here. Looks like nothing more than a long chat. I believe Sanchez is going to stay out there.
You know, maybe giving the reliever a little bit more time to warm up as well.
Yep, so no pitching change. They're going to give Sanchez back to Regal Budo. It makes sense with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Crucial at bat.
He's had success against Regal Budo in each of his first 2 at-bats. But here comes the dreaded 3rd time through the order.
Like you said, he does have lefty-lefty to his advantage, but when you're through 3 times, you've seen a lot of pitches and might just hang one. You're waiting on it.
See if Regal Budo can learn. That one dribbled up the first base line. It's going to be a tough play for Sanchez. He hops, he throws, it's in time.
Nice.
Sanchez fired up. The inning over. Runners on the corners are stranded. Well, we're headed to the 5th inning. We've got a ball game. 2-2 as we go to the 5th. An incredible defensive play from Sanchez. Keeps the Angels in this one.
We'd like to thank our friends at Waco Incorporated for proudly supporting the Bridgeton Invitational Tournament.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat their health like
It is still Mark Wick here in top 5 at Alden Field. We've got a 2-2 ball game. South Jersey Bananas struck first, a 2-0 lead, but it has dwindled away slowly but surely. The Angels now tied at 2-2. It seems like they have all the momentum right now. See if they can tack on to try to take the lead.
And nobody warming up for the Bananas as well. Looks like they're just going to give this one to Wick, barring any trouble.
The pitch count relatively low and only a 7-inning game, so not too much to worry about as far as needing other arms to find the other 9 outs. We'll see once we get to the 6th and the 7th, but for now, Wick all alone as Wilson trying to stay with it. His throw is not in time. That is terrific hustle. The leadoff runner aboard.
Oh, a dive to first base.
Angels, number 25, right fielder.
And that was Rosario, fresh into the game. And his first at bat, bringing a little bit of energy.
Shows bunt.
Yeah, Phoebus pulls back. It's ball 1. Number 9 hitter. We saw him bunt last time.
We did. That run ended up scoring that he moved.
Ended up paying off. He'll show again. Can't get it down. We'll have another strike to do so. With Rosario running at first base. We already saw, by the way he's moving down the line, a speed threat. See, he's holding on to his abdomen. Outside corner there for strike 2. Phoebus does not show. We're going to let him swing.
Got to protect plate.
Wick needs a big out here.
Can't look at anything close.
There goes the runner. The pitch is chopped over to third. Wilson charges, this time cleanly. The throw on line. There's your first out, but Rosario slides to second.
Kind of threw the bat there like at the ball like it was a little hit and run. Not sure if that was the exact call, but ended up working out for them and moving that runner to second base.
Listen, with 2 strikes, anything goes. And he's able to keep that one in play. Look, we saw him show bunt on the first couple of pitches. That does the job just as well. Gives you an offer, but Manzoni thought about it as well.
A little small ball going on.
Station to station. That's what gets runners home. But we've seen the Angels put balls in the gap through the last few innings. 2-0 now, Manzoni representing the top of the order.
Like you said,
the 3rd time through for them.
We've seen them hit the ball hard, so good on them just trying to move the runner, not trying to do too much.
Rosario, sizable lead off second base, and Wick gives him the inside move.
They're trying to time it right, it looks like, but maybe he's just making sure that he does stay, not really worried about getting the out.
Yeah, maybe trying to prevent a big secondary lead that could lead him to scoring on a base hit. Could be a mixture of the two. But now 3-0 with Manzoni. He's got bigger issues than Rosario.
Yep.
There's ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. The double play is back in order, but more traffic on the base paths. We're going to have a meeting at the mound. We'll see if they take the baseball. Once again, seems like just a long chat.
And again, I don't see anybody warming up as well. Again, it could be possible not in my line of view, but gotta wonder with first and second here. 1 out.
You see Chris Garwood out there, acting manager. Quick salute to his pitcher.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels, number 5, center fielder Alexi Cologne.
It's the two-hitter, Alexi Cologne. Angels bringing the right guys to the plate now as they attempt to take the lead. First pitch is hammered, but foul.
Man, that
My
thing.
goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Please return all foul balls to our post down the third base side. Thank you.
Yeah, he got a hold of that ball.
And I don't think we'll see Mark Wick leave another pitch up in the zone. At least not intentionally. The rest of this at bat.
Gotta think not.
Cologne's just been antsy at the plate. Some good swings today, but out in front of everything. 0-1, that's off the plate. Count even at 1.
Nice.
Little backdoor
Yep.
curveball.
We have our
It drops
50
in.
raffle tickets making their way around the seating bowl.
That was a great pitch.
So now 1-2, Wick ahead. Pitch is grounded. Once again, foul.
Gotta think now you're gonna throw it inside, try to jam him. Hopefully, let's get a little infield hit, turn 2, get out of this inning.
See what they want to do. Wick does have a pitch to waste if he wants to throw another off speed out of the zone, a waste pitch. 1-2. Another foul ball at the first base line. I mean, a lot of these hard hit grounders have been very, very close to being fair balls, but I think that's now 6 or 7 that we've seen from Alexi Cologne.
All kind of down that first base line, too.
They've all been foul. See if you can straighten it out. One-two pitch, check swing, goes out of play. Manzoni off of first, Rosario off of second. There's ball 2.
That thing came back.
And made its way over the plate. Didn't quite get there, says the home plate umpire. Count even. Two-two pitch. It's rolled over to the same spot. We'll do it again.
Loves it. I think he wants to blow one by him here.
Wick wants to finish the job. His 2-2.
Wow. He is hammering that ball, though.
Everything's been hard hit for the most part.
Long at bat here. Coming to battle. Important one, too, with second and first and 1 out. Tied game.
Another 2-2. This one's going to stay fair. It's into right field. The base hit. Rosario's around third. He'll come to the plate. The throw is going to be cut off. It leaks away from Yannick. The Angels lead it 3-2.
Just as we were saying, CJ, if he could just get a little bit in front of that ball, a little ahead of it, he would have it. And then, boom, right there, through the gap, first base side, able to score the run. Great at bat.
And Cologne after staying alive and pulling so many pitches foul. This time pulling it again, but keeping it between the lines. It gets the job done. That's it for Mark Wick. We've got a pitching change here on Quinn Broadcasting with the score 3-2 in favor of the Angels.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
So Co Nolan going to take the hill here for the Bananas. Connor Van Dyne will go to left field.
A little sidearm action there?
Yeah, a little funky to the plate. Also love the logo on the hats.
But both jerseys, just incredible.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a sidearm release, but for Co Nolan, very important here that he stops the bleeding. The score 3-2. It is 3 unanswered from the Ayden Angels.
Angels, number 22.
That's gotten us here.
Third baseman Garrett Musi.
Things not going to get easier with the heart of the order now due up. Garrett Musi, number 3 hitter. He's got runners on first and second. First pitch from Nolan is pulled into left field. That's a base hit. They'll test the new Van Dyne, getting the wave and coming to the plate. Manzoni, it's cut off once again. And the Angels some insurance, 4-2.
He struck early. He was not going to let it. He wasn't worried about seeing any kind of arm slot, nothing. Just back there just saying, I'm going to hit this ball right past the third baseman into the left field, scoring another run. Now it's 4-2. Giving his pitcher some insurance run. You got to feel good about that.
Always gutsy. Swinging on the first pitch with a new pitcher in the game, but saw enough in warm-ups, came ready to attack, and delivered an RBI single. Good work from Musi to extend the lead. Now Jimenez. He takes off the plate.
Like we were saying, too, it's not a traditional throwing at all. So for him to get up there and just hit it, a lot of courage there. A lot of guts. It turned out well for them.
It's a short stride. Short arm action coming from the side as well. Definitely a little bit funky. Looks like he's playing catch almost. Takes a strike there.
They can still get a double play to get out of this inning. I feel like we've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah, ball on the ground will do the job. Double steal coming. Pitches a ball. Throw to third base on a bounce. And it skips into left. Cologne's going to take the plate. Musi takes third. The Angels just want it more right now.
Another close call there, and the ball just skipping through. That's the danger with throwing when you got people in scoring position is if something happens, they're easily going to score, and we saw that twice today now. And double steal was perfect there.
2-2 Jimenez. That's an RBI knock.
Wow.
Just like that, it's 6-2 in the blink of an eye.
Now batting
I mean,
for
that
Ayden
ball is looking like a
Angels,
beach ball for
number
them right
3,
now.
First baseman Magic Mears.
And maybe here's the rabbit we were talking about.
At this point, no longer needed with a 4-run lead. But Magic Mirrors back to the plate. I mean, this is all formulated in about 10 pitches and is just avalanched after the Cologne at bat. All of a sudden, a 4-run lead. There goes the runner from first. Pitch is grounded to short. Throw coming across the diamond from Tappert. It's in time.
Clutch steal, too, because that might have turned the double play, and now instead you have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Instead of the inning over,
Now batting for
trying to get
Ayden
one more run.
Angels, number
Running before the
44,
pitch even went to the
designated
plate.
hitter Angel
Nolan not
Sanchez.
paying him much mind. Instead of what could have been an inning-ending double play, got a runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Angel Sanchez.
Catcher took a double take there, thinking that one was going to be a strike.
Umpire says no. I don't know where it was.
Looked like it was right down the middle of me.
Off the hands, out to short. Tappert can't handle it, but back to his feet he throws, and a nice play. Good work, Keith Tappert. Trying to limit the mistakes. Well, the inning is over, but the Angels, a 4-run top of the 5th inning. They lead it 6-2. The Bananas, a response needed as we go to the bottom half.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In the heart of the farm.
All right, bottom 5 from Alden Field. Sanchez back to the mound. I mean, we saw bullpen action from the Angels, but they'll keep their starter out there after a big top of the 5th inning. The Angels now lead at 6-2. They pile together 4 runs in the top half of the inning. I mean, I feel like you felt this brewing, Parker. These last couple of innings, the Angels threatening again, tacking on a run here or there, but at last they break it open.
And you know, as we were saying early, Wake had 6 up, 6 down. You know, we thought this was going to be a pitcher's duel.
Now batting for
Angels ended up getting the best of him.
10,
And now they're up
Keith
4 runs with 2
Tappert.
innings to spare.
You see the family environment here. This is a nice night to watch a ball game, maybe on the chillier side, especially as the sun goes down. As a short hop up to Musey at third, he backhands it and throws in time.
Wow.
And perhaps there's the rabbit out of the hat. The first out of the 5th.
Now batting for
Gotta be
the
frustrated at the
Bananas,
plate when you
number
see
1,
that.
Catcher Zach Fisher.
Yeah, that ball was stung off the bat of Tappert. Just off a short hop. Somehow Musey able to keep it in front of him. Zach Fisher. Gonna try to get a rally started here. Still 3 at-bats left for the Bananas. Far from impossible. But it's got to start here. 0-2, swing and a miss. Fisher down on strikes once again.
He swung at that same pitch and the same at bat, too.
Now
Gave it back to him, and
number
nothing changed. Got the same result.
Another K for Sanchez, who has really settled in nice since the 2-run home run back in the second.
Yeah, I said I thought he was going to be done in the 4th, and now we're here in the 5th, so it's a great job by Sanchez. Doing what his team needs to get the win.
Matt Yannick outside 2-0. To the backstop.
That's pitching for you. Strikeout to 3 straight balls, not really even close. Down 6-2, you got to be hoping you're getting something to hit here.
There's a strike. I might give the 3-0 green light.
I would have.
In this situation, but perhaps the Bananas just wanting base runners more than anything. 2 outs, trying to spark something. It's a swing and a miss, and the count full. Sanchez a strike away from working a clean 1, 2, 3 after the 5th.
The off-speed's been working well for Sanchez today. Especially the righties.
Payoff pitch, and there is ball 4. So Yannick, 2-out walk. Sanchez tried to work his way back into the at-bat, but ultimately lets go.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 15.
And Sanchez was obviously frustrated there.
But, Nolan.
Even getting back to 2 strikes there. Now you're in play for a force of second and first, so.
Nolan now doing the pitching duties. Mark Wick was not in the order when he was out on the mound, but now the person being DH'd for is Van Dyne, who's out in left field. This ball is hit pretty well out to right center. It's a long run. It's going to one-hop the wall. Yannick trying to turn on the Jets. He's going to pull up at third base. The throw not in time, in towards second. Nolan with a 2-out double. Maybe a rally building here for the Bananas.
Did you say base runner, CJ?
That's all it takes at this point, and it's got to pass. Yeah, passing of the baton down the order.
21.
Well, Yannick works the walk. Nolan cracks a double. And all of a sudden, runners on second and third with 2 outs for Brett Phillips. The tying run in the on-deck circle.
Oh, hello. We're a little worried for people's cars there.
Thank you.
0-1. There's the off-speed.
That pitch had a lot of movement. Broke late, right into the strike zone.
Not sure if that's a curveball or a slider, but some sort of breaking ball coming across home plate. Phillips in the hole, 0-2. Sanchez in the dirt. What a block from Jimenez again.
That was an athletic-looking play for sure. And an important one. He deserves every bit of that paycheck today.
One, two. Grounded over towards second. Oh, it's booted, and it goes into right. It's going to bring home 2 runs. O.J. Flores unable to come up with it. And the Bananas, maybe a little bit of life. All of a sudden, it's a 2-run game.
What looked routine. Scoring 2 runs. That's why, you never know.
Number 22, third baseman Dan Wilson.
And now some life for the Bananas.
The tying run is at the plate. Dan Wilson cuts on and misses.
2-out rally as well.
Yeah, this is all transpired with 2 outs. The walk, the double, and then the error, which led to 2 runs. Looked like the Bananas had no life just a couple of hitters ago. And that's on the inside corner for strike 2.
You had to move out the way for it to be called a strike.
Sanchez a strike away once again. Swing and a miss.
There it is.
Goes away with the heater. 2 runs in the inning for the Bananas. But Sanchez able to bunker down. That's a big strikeout. He's fired up off the mound. The Angels lead it by 2 as we go to the 6th.
Through 5, 6-4, Angels.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat their health like
All right, top 6 from Alden Field. 6-4 is our score. Well, Parker, a pretty exciting 5th inning there from both teams. You get 4 runs from the Angels, but a response from the Bananas. A 2-out rally makes this 2-run game as we go to the 6th.
You know, this game is very interesting,
Now
but
batting for Ayden's Angels,
what's going to be more interesting is how many hot dogs I eat after this game is over. And the line is looking about 4.5. So I'm not sure if you want to get in on the under or the over there, but
One thing on Parker Swift's mind, but a few more innings stand between the concession stand break. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Co Nolan still on the mound for the Bananas. Came in relief last inning. Got knocked around a little bit. Has a chance to set things right with the bottom of the order.
Wow.
There's a called strike 3.
Woo. Wow, that thing came across the entire plate.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels.
I've never seen a batter throw their helmet and bat so fast after a 3-pitch strikeout.
It almost looked like a walk.
Yeah.
Now he was headed up the first base line, trailed off toward the dugout, lost the lid as well as the weapon. Rosario back to the plate, grounds it to third. Wilson shuffles and throws. It's a quick 2 outs.
And Nolan's got some stuff there at the plate. His ball definitely moves a lot.
Elijah Phoebus.
And perhaps that's what comes with some sidearm action. Get a little bit more run on your fastball. He's been using it, especially on the inner half, to these right-handers. Pairing it with that off speed, which generated the strikeout. And now he's got 2 away. Phoebus, the number 9 hitter.
We saw him show bunt twice so far, but now nobody on base.
Gets a chance to use the stick. Quickly 3-0 to him. Last thing you want to do is walk the number 9 hitter and turn the lineup over yet again.
And like we saw in the last half inning, 2-out rally. You don't want to see that happen against your own team.
Yep, can happen at any given time.
That one's outside.
Yet it's a 4-pitch walk. Maybe I'll refrain from using the terminology quick 2 outs because the last couple of times it's generated poor results for the pitcher. Top of the order, Menzoni. Strike is in there. Backdoor curveball.
Nice. Right on the outside edge. 4 straight strikes, and then almost 4 balls to 2 straight strikes again.
Back and forth on the pendulum. Check on the runner at first. Nolan a strike away from getting the Bananas back to the plate. Up high.
That felt like a ball to use as well. Catcher was showing outside and high. That's where the ball ended up.
No problem with working off the plate when you're ahead. 1-2. Off the hands. Shallow left field. It's Van Dyne. He's got it. And the inning that the Bananas needed. They gave up 4 in the 5th. But they work a scoreless top of the 6th inning. Well, we're through 5.5. It's a 2-run game when we return here at Alden Field.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all.
And here we are, bottom of the 6th inning. It's Makai Sanchez back out on the rubber for another inning of work. What an absolute horse as he delivers strike 1.
Got 2 players warming up in the Angels bullpen, but nothing too serious. Just some throwing around. Contrast from the Bananas, who just brought in the left fielder.
Yeah, no bullpen session at all for the Bananas. Angels making sure their guys are going to be warm when they inevitably come in, although I've been waiting for that for a few innings. Sanchez flags it down. The first out of the 6th.
There's some quick hands there by Sanchez.
Now batting for
terrific
the Bananas,
reaction.
number 7, second
Able to
baseman,
stab that, and that ball is
Dylan
likely
Tassi.
into center field. If it gets past him, could have been a leadoff single, bringing the tying run to the plate. Instead, 1 out and nobody on.
Going back to our point about bullpen pitchers, looks like the Angels have a few more guys on their lineup anyway. So maybe that's potentially why they're able to do such things.
They've got a populous bench. Why not keep them loose throughout the game? Dylan Tassi at the dish. Final hitter in the order here for the Bananas. Got 5 outs to work with. They've got 2 runs to make up.
Big swing there.
2-2. Sanchez, by the way, just worked past O'Neill, who homered a couple of at-bats ago. Count now 3-2. Excuse me, 2-2. Gets a piece, stays alive. Swinging a foul tip. He stays alive. By the way, the count is full.
We definitely got the best jerseys of the night compared to the next game coming up.
There's a called strike 3, and Tassi headed back to the bench with the second out in the 6th. Another strikeout for Sanchez.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 3, center fielder.
We've talked about it all day.
Regal Buta.
That's why when you have 2 strikes, you got to swing.
We'll see if Sanchez can get through another inning. His 6th. He's got the first 2 of the inning. Two and 0, Regal Budo. Tries to attack in a hitter's count, but rolls it foul.
Is this only 2 earned runs for Sanchez because of the error?
Yep, that would be only 2.
Got to be happy with the showing today.
The last 2 coming off of a 2-out error. No, you're right. It's been a gritty but effective performance. He's fallen behind 3-1 here with Regal Budo. And it's ball 4.
And you know he wants this out too. Doesn't want to take any chances. He wants to make it through the 6th.
But he does bring the tying run back to the plate once again. And it's Taggart.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 10.
Tapper, excuse me, who's had a good day so far.
Tapper.
Regal Budo leading off first. Rolled over to third. Charging Musey, his throw. It pulls Mears off the bag. And the inning will continue. Wow.
Definitely pulled him off the bag.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 1.
Yeah, certainly
catcher,
does.
Zach Fisher.
Would have been a close play anyway. Not sure he would have been out, but that'll do it for you. Now we got second and first, 2 outs. After having no bases, 2 outs.
For the second consecutive inning.
Yep.
We've had that happen. Bananas brought 2 runs across in the 5th. We'll see if they can add on here, but a pop fly into center. Colon ends it. Fisher flies out. The Bananas threaten once again, but they still trail by 2. We've got an inning left to play here at Alden Field.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
And we are back, top of the 7th. Still a 6-4 game as they just pulled out the winning 50-50 ticket number.
Was it you?
You know, usually when we do go out, and I am usually a 50-50 buyer. But as I was working today, I never got a chance to buy it. But somebody's coming home with some cash, and a team is coming home with a win today.
That's right.
Only 6 more outs to figure out who it is.
That's right. We have entered the 7th and final inning. In a 6-4 game, the Angels hanging on to a 2-run lead. We'll look to add some insurance here in the away 7th. First pitch, Ko Nolan, a two-seamer that runs back into the zone. And then goes back door. I mean, that is pretty unfair split.
That pitch is nasty. We've seen that a few times today.
Run the fastball off the inner half and then the slider off the outer half. Quickly 0-2. Although not chasing.
The Angels can't fall asleep here. 2 runs, but you're going to want some more.
They've got 2, 3, 4 this inning. Definitely a chance to bring home what could be the deciding runs in this game. I don't know how safe you feel with a 2-run advantage. 2-2, just off. And that's a long pause from behind the plate with Fisher.
That one seemed a little farther off the plate than other ones we've seen today, but I do have a fence in my way, so I'm not going to be playing home.
Full count. Stays alive. Cologne out in front. Just a piece of it.
I didn't really hear much there. I must have just barely tapped that bat. Able to stay alive. Like you said, 3-2 count.
Cologne trying to reach as the leadoff hitter. 3-2 pitch. There is ball 4.
Worked a nice walk there.
Seems like he can't beat Cologne. How many 2-strike at bats has he had?
It's got to be frustrating as a pitcher.
UC back up. Hard grounder up the third base line. It leaks foul.
Swinging first pitch there. You got to like that. Coming off the wall, thinking he's just going to try to put one across the plate, make sure that he knows what a strike is, that he can find it. Just a little in front.
Oh, 1, and that's going to get into left field. So Musey follows up Cologne, and that 2-3 duo coming up large today. They've reached safely, still nobody out in the inning.
Originally, I thought he gloved that at third, but must have just made it right past the glove, going into left field now. First and second, no outs.
Yeah, Wilson playing shallow over there at third, no real chance to make a play. 2 on, nobody out. Ball taken by Jimenez.
Crowd is getting rowdy here.
They're trying to get into it, or perhaps trying to stay warm. Oh, way inside, it got a piece of it.
Touched him.
Maybe the jersey, but doesn't matter. They're loaded with nobody out.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels, number 3, first baseman Magic Mears.
These Angels fans behind the dugout getting rowdy here. Like we were saying, bases loaded, no outs, can't feel better to be in this position.
Coaches egging on the fans, trying to get some life injected. Certainly a chance for some damage to be done. Magic Mears, 1-0. It's grounded to short. We'll see if they try to cut it off at the plate. They do, and it's in time. Nice throw as Tappert went to the plate. Cologne, a hard slide that takes out Fisher. But they do get the out.
He was looking for that double play, trying to get it quick to first, but yeah, his feet ended up undercutting the catcher, unable to make that play. But you get the force out, and you keep it a 6-4 game.
Yeah, you see. I don't know if Fisher had any play at first base, but trying to turn it back over toward first. See if they can get a. It would have been a 6-2-3 double play. Instead, the base is still loaded, one out. Middle infield now playing double play depth. The corner's in. Angel Sanchez. A chance to extend this lead. It's upstairs. It's 2-0. And, well, for Nolan, this is a must-have pitch. And if you're Sanchez, I mean, you got to be looking for one pitch.
Change this game very quickly.
2-0. Drilled to left. It's going to split the gap. One run is in. Here comes another. Sanchez going to second. The ball goes into right field. It's going to clear the bases. Sanchez rumbling, bumbling, stumbling to third. 9-4.
Like we were saying, just one pitch. We could feel it that we were on the edge of something there. And it would have done damage regardless, but throwing the ball away brings in another one.
Yeah, they pile it on.
And now all of a sudden, 5-run game.
They had Sanchez dead to rights with the throws on line to second base. But in the moment, you create chaos on the base paths. That can lead to mistakes. That's it for Co Nolan. We've got a pitching change. And the Bananas trailing by 5, looking for answers here on Quinn Broadcasting.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Right after the pitching change, Chris Garwood gonna hope to come in and shut it down. First pitch is fouled back. Garwood, the player manager, inserting himself in this situation, perhaps the man he trusts most. There are just a runner on third now after the chaos that ensued on the Sanchez gapper. Drove home 2 runs and an error brought home another. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is hit high into foul ground. Wilson's there. 2 away.
Now batting for the Angels, number 23, left fielder, Angel Lazaria.
Angel Rosario now to the plate. They have a chance to add on another here. In a 9-4 game. Garwood's 1-0. Off the end of the bat, he goes the other way and splits the gap yet again. 10-4 the score, and we'll see how far he can run. He'll drop the anchor at second base. Angel Rosario. The Angel comes through.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 25, right fielder Elijah.
Ground ball, and it's going to get through. No, it's knocked down, but Tappert unable to make a play with it. Does keep it in the infield. A nice effort. The inning will continue.
If I sound a little out of breath, I just ran to the car to grab a battery that I'm hoping we're not going to.
Always good to be prepared. And just in case things go wrong, you always want to make sure you're ready. It's like the Angels have done here in the top of the 7th. Ball gets away. Rosario, a big turnaround third base. Second and third. 2 outs. Garwood looking for one final strike. Oh, 2. Inside.
Great snag. Saved another run there.
So, Parker, I want to get your thoughts on this. The player manager of the team inserting himself now on the mound at the latest pitching change.
You got to wonder, right?
So perhaps the man he trusts the most out there when you need a big couple of outs.
Yeah, what do you tell your team? Guys, I'm going in. I'm sure a lot of them don't like to pitch either, you know, so maybe he's happy to do it.
Happy to pitch today, but unhappy to face the repercussions tomorrow.
Especially when you come in down 6 runs as well. Probably were hoping to save yourself the next day. But at last.
Fluttered off the end of the bat. Will it stay fair? It will. And it's down, bringing home 2 more.
Now batting for Ayden's Angels, number 5, center fielder Alexis Cologne.
I hate to say it, but I'm wondering if we have a 10-run mercy rule here.
I would think the home team still does have to hit, so it wouldn't be in effect. But we're getting to that point where it would take effect. That would be at 10. The lead is 8. Cologne's back up. He led off the inning. It was a batted around.
Cologne a little unhappy with that pitch, but once you're down 8, strike zone inherently gets a little wider. This game goes competitive into the 6th. Angels really just unloaded on the bananas as that one goes
Cologne
foul.
just unloaded on that baseball to the same area where he hit another one foul earlier.
Yeah, there's definitely some pop behind that bat.
I think a lot of people forget this was a 6-4 game at the top of the inning.
Oh my goodness. They're a little unhappy with each
Now
other.
we've got a little extracurricular. Fisher and Cologne at the plate. It came after a ball that was smoked off the bat of Cologne. I didn't see who initiated it, but officials having to get in between the two, and this is still fiery.
I haven't covered this one yet. And if you're the Bananas, excuse me, if you're the Angels, you're saying, how about you guys look at the scoreboard?
We've got players, coaches, everybody in the mix. I mean, I think you could say that for both teams.
Correct.
Both teams can take a look at the scoreboard.
Looks like we settled down a little bit. Except for Cologne. He's in the midst of it. He's not backing down to anybody. It's what we thought. Could turn a little scary there.
All right.
Ends up being okay, but Angels slow to get back to their dugout. I mean, we got guys 15 feet away from the plate.
Long conversation between Cologne and Fisher at the plate.
And we have a new third base coach. Cologne said that's on me, so.
Trying to move the Angels bench back. Well, that's the good thing about not being in the dugout. Quick to hop onto the field if need be.
And it's going to, it takes them a long time to get back, too.
You see Cologne goes right to Fisher. Fisher was in a crouch position when Cologne turned around. 0-2 is a called strike 3. And he's down looking to end the 7th. Well, quite the interesting top half of the inning. 6 runs for the Angels, perhaps most importantly. We've got a half inning left in this one, an 8-run lead for the Angels.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
We're all looking for God.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Bottom 7 here at Alden Field. We had quite the interesting top of the inning. A lot of runs and then a little bit of a bench clearing incident as well. It seemed as though the managers have made up. They had a chat here in between innings. Still don't know what exactly led to that. It was a long foul ball hit. I don't know who said what, but I guess at this point doesn't matter. We're 3 outs away from this one being over.
Like we were saying, both teams saying, look at the scoreboard. Yeah, it's like, and now we have the manager. No, that's the first baseman, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's Yannick.
But they're talking still at the mound. Look, It's really interesting going on here.
I mean, a lot of non-baseball conversation. First pitch is a ball. Noah Robinson is the new pitcher for the Angels.
I believe one of the fans here said this is his first outing all year. He said they just brought him out for this, so.
We are still young into the summer, so maybe more to come. But, I mean, based on the wrong jersey, maybe he was brought in for pitching purposes here this afternoon.
Honestly, I didn't even really notice.
I get it. Navy and red looking similar. Yannick stings it to third, but the catch made by Musi.
You know, colors, they're opposite, different, sideways.
Pinch hitting for Bananas pitcher Chris Garwood. Number 16, John DeLuca.
John DeLuca, pinch hitter.
He's got a little
Bananas.
Funky warm up.
A lot of action with the bat.
Yeah, that bat's going everywhere. Man, I've never seen that.
Long hold from Robinson. His pitch down and away. Slider. There's a called strike.
For the Angels, you're hoping for no drama. See, we'll get out of this inning unscathed and easy. Head to the championship tomorrow.
They've got some cushion. But of course, we saw the two-out rally from the Bananas. A couple of innings ago, they played at 2 runs. They'd take an 8 spot here in the 7th. But never say never. 3-1. Swing and a miss.
Felt like he was waiting on that pitch the whole bat and just wasn't able to get to it at all.
Yeah, DeLuca late on the fastball. Got into the hitter's count. Now Robinson, 3-2. DeLuca aboard.
Now, opposite of what I said, you're just trying to, get out of this inning easy.
Now batting for the
Put a guy on first. Not ideal, but still got a long way to go. Call anything a rally.
Ground ball over to second base off the bat of Phillips. Only play is to first. Angels are an out away.
Now batting for the Bananas, number 22, third baseman Dan Wilson.
We couldn't have done this game today without our amazing director and producer, Ryan Narowski, and Quinn Broadcasting. And stay tuned for the ceremony in between games.
That's right, a ceremony in between games here. We will be covering that. Not game 2, but ceremony nonetheless. Pitch up high. Robinson trying to work the final out. Angels a 6 spot in the top of the 7th. There's that one out toward right. Coming on, it's down for a base hit. DeLuca gets the hold at third. Runners on the corners now, and the Bananas have extended it. So Dan Wilson, the single there. Let's see if they bring out a pinch hitter, and they do.
He ran up to the plate.
Offensive pitch clock violation.
Get an offensive pitch clock violation. Connor Van Dyne's going to hit. Late getting up there. Late to get his eyes on the pitcher.
Man, he was running too. Feel bad.
So starts with 0-1 and takes a strike. It's already 0-2. Angels will strike away.
He dragged that thing back to the strike zone, but whatever works. So down to the last strike.
See if we can get the 2-pitch strikeout to cap it off. Robinson ready. 0-2. Off the end of the bat. Floated. It's down. Van Dyne already at a disadvantage. Down 0-2. But he floats it out towards shallow right. It's a 12-5 game. Start to do the math where the tying run lies in the dugout. Good piece of hitting.
The fan next to me, he's ready for this comeback. He's still hyping on the Bananas. He's saying there's no end in sight.
It's a 7-run deficit after DeLuca crossed the plate. First pitch is a strike to Tassi, the number 9 spot in the order.
And force out at any base other than home as well. So
off the hands, right at Mears. He's able to snag it, and the Angels win it. 12-5 final score. A little bit of everything in this one.
Scoreboard really doesn't do justice for that game. Hard fought into that 7th inning where the Angels were just able to break it open. But really well done. And like you said, we got pretty much everything in that game. So I'm going to ask for a better game to broadcast here for our first for Quinn Broadcasting in the Bridgeton Invitational.
That's right. Hopefully a staple to come. But for now, just this game, a 12-5 final. And the Bananas getting the run started, a 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning. From there, the Angels took a 6-2 lead, 6 unanswered runs, 2 more from the Angels to get it down to 6-4, but a 6-run 7th to blow it open and to certify this one. All right, from CJ Staniak and Parker Swift, stay tuned for the ceremony to follow here on Quinn Broadcasting with your very own Jim Quinn. Thanks so much for joining us.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
In the heart of the farmlands of Bridgeton, New Jersey, there is a company that has its roots deep in history. Spanning over 175 years, the Cumberland Insurance Group stands strong and proud, protecting the lives and properties of over 100,000 policyholders. Businesses pride themselves for hitting the 50-year mark or the 100-year mark, but the Cumberland Insurance Group shows that a strong business with the mindset of putting its people first can last generations. The groundwork has been laid for the Cumberland Insurance Group to stand tall for another 175 years. With its ever-growing expansions with state-of-the-art technology, Cumberland Insurance will be there to protect its policyholders for years to come. Surviving some of the toughest weather conditions Mother Nature can throw, they are ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead.
Many people treat
and his induction into the museum. I'd like to recognize those folks. Mayor Kelly here. He left. Mayor Kelly, thank you. Curtis Edwards, President of City Council and sponsor. Thank you. Mayor John Daddario and Deputy Mayor Jim Crilly of Upper Deerfield. Jim Quinn, former Cumberland County freeholder, commissioner, and owner of Quinn Broadcasting. Jim. Susan Ingersoll Papaneri. Susan used to work with Ed. She was an assistant with Ed when they were both with the Phillies, and she's now with Danny Briere of the Flyers. Susan? Jim McCormick. At Millville High School, he was a three-sport star and was remembered as the captain of the Thunderbolt basketball team for the 74 and 75 seasons. Basketball was his #1 sport, with baseball his best. And in football, he was a leader of the 1975 Millville High School undefeated state champions. Jim McCormick. Ed Hilt, a former sports writer for the Bridgeton Evening News and the Atlantic City Press, as well as president of the Philadelphia Sports Writers Association. Ed Hilt. John Bucalo, former Bridgeton High School athletic director. Johnny? Paul Ritter, CEO and president of Cumberland Insurance and a huge supporter of the museum. Paul? Last but not least, we have a couple former Phillies. I guess you could say current Phillies too. But we have Dickie Knowles with us and Carlos Arroyo. Glad to have them here with us to support. Did I get everybody? Okay, Don Villela, chairman of the All Sports Museum of Southern New Jersey, would like to present Ed with his plaque.
On behalf of the All Sports Museum of Southern New Jersey, our chairman, Don Villela, board members, Jim Crilly, Joe DeLuca, and myself, Ricky Raymond, congratulations to Ed Wade on his recent induction into our Hall of Fame. Ed. We are grateful for the support of Ed and his family. They have graciously become patrons of our museum. And as such, we are placing a commemorative baseball up on our Friends of the Hall. So please come over and see that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Wade, a man who gave us champions.
Hang on, I have it on my phone. Oh, I don't have a number. That's the only number they didn't write down on their entire lineup with his. Just ask for Makai Sanchez.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
TD Bank sees millions of transactions, but we never forget it's the humans behind them that matter most. So, even though we're leading, changing where and how people bank, and we have the financial strength and industry expertise to support small and global businesses, we'll always believe in putting people first. And believing that is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Yeah, I will. I'll just spin it around. No, I gotta bring it up.
The price of the pastelillos at the concession stand is dropped from $3 down to $2.
Oh, that's where I'm going. Doing the serious reporting. You want to do it right here, facing this way? Too dark? Bro, I'm getting in there. I'm about to get in there. CJ, come down. We're doing an outro. Yeah.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
Back here on Quinn Broadcasting, the outro here for today's game, the final 12-5. The Angels beating the Bananas, and ended up being a pretty entertaining game, Parker. I mean, I feel like it was kind of feeling out process in the beginning, but quickly the bat started to come alive and the emotions as well.
Yeah, when we went into it, we weren't exactly sure what to expect, and we got a nice home run there early. We're able to see that we are going to get some bats popping today, and throughout the entire game, we started seeing more and more hits accumulate, runners scoring, few errors, but overall really nice played game. And you got to give it off to the Angels. They fought, they played hard, and they were able to break it open finally in that final inning.
Talk about the Angels' offense. I mean, you go down 2-0. The bats are kind of quiet. Maybe they didn't come ready to hit right away. I know it's a little bit of a chilly day. There was some rain earlier. Maybe didn't come prepared. But as the game kind of wore on, I mean, it was just persistent. And eventually 6 unanswered runs to take the lead, and then another 6 on top of that to certify the lead.
Yeah, when we were saying early, Wick was looking dominant out there for the Bananas, and we kind of thought we were going to get into a pitching duel, but the Angels were figuring them out quick, and they were able to go to multiple pitchers of the Bananas, and that's when things really started to get broken open. So, like you said, the Bananas fall hard, but the Angels fall harder, and at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones playing tomorrow.
Last thing, how often do you get to watch a little benches clearing incident in a game? I mean, I know we're here for the baseball, but we stay for moments like that.
Yeah, when I went over there and went to the post-game meeting, one of the guys said, "You got good video?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Just delete that last part." So hopefully, that means that this isn't really a common occurrance for them, and whatever was said, it was an accident, and they're going to move on from there. But I thought you were going to get into a little UFC commentary there. I was getting excited, but also a little weary at the same time.
I'm glad it never got to that point. You mentioned deleting the end. Well, they can keep the 6 runs before that. That's the most important part. That's going to do it for us today on Quinn Broadcasting. CJ Stanek and Parker Swift didn't think we were going to get to call a game anytime soon, but glad we were able to get back in the booth, provide you guys with baseball coverage, and overall just a great event today. The Philly Fanatic, Ed Wade, everybody inducted. Thanks so much for joining us here on Quinn Broadcasting. We'll see you next time.
This has been a QBC television production in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22 and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.